Hello everybody, welcome back. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud for another Let's Install. Today, Swordsman VR, possibly if you go by the top title. We will go ahead and hit the download button. This is going onto a PlayStation 5 Pro, and as it's a VR title, it does need PSVR2 in order to play it. I'll pull up the downloads now. While the download takes place, you'll see gameplay on screen. On the other side of that, we'll dive into the settings menu, make any recommendations for changes, and then we'll bounce back to the PS5 Pro's dashboard. I'll pull up the particulars, giving you the current version number and the full and complete install size. Here's some gameplay. Installed right at youtube.com/Geek Aloud, Swordsman VR, PS5 Pro and PSVR2. Let's boot it on up now and find that settings menu. Okay, here we are at the main menu for Swordsman VR. Let's dive on into those settings, shall we? Not interested in playing the tutorial or calibrating the height. I've got Enable Experimental AI for the improved AI selected. Unit, metrics, metric unit, excuse me, absolutely. Language, English, yes please, no thank you on the subtitles. Enable headset vibration, absolutely. Finishes/execution state, I will leave that at the default value of 33%. Quiver hip location on the right, laser hand is on the right, anti-aliasing, none. Colorblind filters, it's not for me. If you suffer color blindness though, that option may be of interest. Skin color, medium. What else do we have here? Enable dismemberment, absolutely. Enable blood, yes please. Show enemy HP, I love the look of that above the head. Show player HP on the left wrist. We can either have a value or a percentage. I'll leave it at value. What else do we have here? Disable armor physics during finisher is enabled. Enable chronokinesis. I will leave that enabled. I'm not quite sure what chronokinesis is. We'll find out, I'm sure. Color shift during chronokinesis. Oh, so chronokinesis must be the slowing of time, and the color shift, there's like a vignette that comes in. It's like a purple look. Ultimate Swordsman is disabled. That's difficulty, I believe, like ultra hard mode. More challenging way to play the game. Yeah, no thanks. I find it difficult enough as it is. Enable backstep, that's a push in on the left thumbstick for just a quick backstep. I don't actually use it, but I will leave it enabled in case, you know, when I get up to the bosses and stuff, I need it. Allow anonymous combat data to be collected for AI improvements, absolutely. Enable arm spread prompt, that's when you start the level, you've got to T-pose and pull in the grips. Seated play, I'm seated right now, but when I'm playing, I'm standing up. Haptic feedback for the weapons and the punches, I will leave at 50%. Haptic feedbacks for the UI, the default value of 20 is fine there. Controls. Headset movement for the orientation, yes please. Grip style, now I think it defaults to sense, but I've found that's very fatiguing, always having to hold in the grip button. So toggle for the grips of both weapons and enemies is the perfect option there to not have as tired forearms as you're playing. Two-handed swords, I've found both is funner, so you can sort of, you know, alter it either side. Enable adaptive triggers, absolutely. Rotation is smooth, and rotation sensitivity, the default value is 45, and I've found that fine. Blink on snap rotate, I'm not using it, so I'll leave it off. Modifiers. Now these are all combat modifiers. Obviously you can change the difficulty of the game, but what I'll note is the allows progress. Some of these, when you enable or disable them, will not allow you to progress. So I've left it at just the default, the top one. You can go down and flick those around if you like. but I'll leave them all the default of off except for the top option. Audio, all at 100%, master volume, sound effects, and environment, all at 100% by the default, absolutely. But I've had to pull music volume down to 0 just because this video is going on YouTube. If you're not streaming it anywhere, leave that music volume up at full. Mute boss weapon recharge sound. That's not for me. Play sound when dealing critical damage. Also not for me. I think the animation is quite fine there. You know, you can tell visually what's going on. And that is it for the settings menu. The only other thing I'll note there is it's according to its main menu, it's version 1.83. Let's bounce back now to the PS5 dashboard, pull up the particulars and wrap up this here Let's Install and see if it agrees itself at version 1.83. Okay, here we are back at the PS5 Pro's dashboard. Let's pull up the particulars for Swordsman VR. Does it agree with itself? No, it does not. Swordsman VR is currently version 1.086.000 as opposed to the 1.83 it claims in its main menu, but it is a full and complete install size of 7.57 gigabytes. Thank you very much for watching another Let's Install right here on Geek Aloud. Please come back tomorrow night, Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. for the Gaming Enforcement Agency. That's our weekly video games podcast. It's also a live stream, so as we discuss the video games we've been playing this week and the video game news of the week, you can chime in with your thoughts and opinions on either the games or the news stories. Blue would love to read them out for you on air. We'll discuss your points as we go along. What else could you do with Geek Aloud? Like it, subscribe it, you'll never miss it. Oh, that was luck.
Hey, that's not it.